I think, well, it's really devastating, obviously, but I don't know if they're doing like all that they can. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like a lot of people are helping out celebrities, countries, things like that. But I think a lot more could be done. In all honesty, I think that the amount of money they're donating, like there's a lot more that are going into people's pockets who shouldn't have that money that they could be using towards something that really matters.
How do you feel about the situation in Haiti?
First of all, on behalf of me and my family, I'd like to say God bless all the people who are there, whether they're dead or alive. And I guess that's the way of the world. I'm not really sure why it happened. It could be man-made or it could be God that made that happen. But regardless of that, I pray for all the families out there who are struggling.
Thank you.
Well, what do you think? What do you think they should do with the bodies that they have? Don't you think they should bury it in like a burial ground, or instead of just burn their bodies? Or
I mean, due to the hazard that it might be, like biohazard wise, and the disease and infection that might be able to spread, they probably have no choice and they have to do it right away in order to stop that before it starts. But of course, it's just kind of like Native Indians, how they built mounds because they've got mass graves and they put all the people in one place, so it was like a spiritual site. And due to the fact that the Haitians are very spiritual people, I think they should do the same thing, and it should be a reminder or a place where people can go and pay respect, because I don't think anyone knows how many people are really dead until they actually start rebuilding and finding more bodies, and it's just tragic. It's just tragic.
Do you think Haiti's gonna be back to how it was before the earthquake?
I personally think, this is not for anybody else but me, I really think that Haiti's never going to be the same again. They're going to make everyone basically find another home, or make the people immigrate somewhere else, and they'll give them free status wherever they want to be based. And I think that all the countries that are there helping right now are only helping because they want a piece of the island and they're going to make it into a resort. That's what I think. They're going to make it into something that belongs to the whole world. Haiti won't be Haiti anymore. So all the things that they did for their independence, all the history that they have that's rich and pure, Toussaint Louverture, all of that, is just going to disappear and be a myth. That's what I think, personally.
What do you think about the president of Haiti? Do you think he's putting in work, or he's just slack and just sitting there making Americans?
I think he has no choice, because Haiti's poor already, and for him to be president of a poor country is enough job already as it is. And for him to ask all these other countries for help is not making their country any richer. It's making them more poor, because in the end, they're going to have to pay back all the debts that they have with those countries after they've helped them out. So that's the reason why I said what I said before about Haiti being taken over by all the countries that are coming to help, because it's like being bankrupt. You can't get a loan anywhere, so how are you going to get out of your situation?
I hear. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Everything that happens in your city, Toronto, live. I
Done
go by
no.
the name of Pupil. You can catch me anywhere you want on MySpace. One Oak Records.
I also think that I'm just hoping that they don't do the same thing like they did with Katrina, when it was only looked about for about a couple months, and then after that it became yesterday's news. Like they need a lot of foundation. They don't get a lot of funding down there. They need as much money as possible, and any way you can donate. I've already given like $300 of my own money to go down there, so hopefully that goes to something.
Do you think that Haiti's gonna be built back?
I think Haiti's gonna be built back, but the problem is it gonna be built back to the same state that it was before, or to a better state? You know what I mean? So we have to look at that. If we want to build it up to a better state, we need to make sure that the people down there consistently have food, consistently have all that nourishment that they need, clothing and all that stuff, so that the people don't have to go back and resort to the same type of crime that they were doing before.
Do you believe that your money's being put to good use?
It better be, or else I gotta go do something to somebody, right? So, yeah.
So, what do you think that? Do you think that the president of Haiti is doing anything to help his country?
I think it's gonna be very hard for him to do something to help his country at this point. You know what I mean? Because anytime a disaster like this happens, the first person you turn on is the man in charge, right? So hopefully that they remember that he is a man too, and he lives in the same country as them, and his stuff is broken down just as much as anybody else's. So hopefully they look at it like that.
All right.
How do you feel about the current situation that's going on in Haiti right now?
I think, like most people, I'm very heartbroken by what's happened to the people in Haiti. Our
thoughts and our wishes go out to them. Within East Metro, we've really made a concerted effort to support the young people are putting on a potluck lunch. And we're going to talk about Haiti because a lot of people don't know the culture of Haiti, the kind of people that live there. We're going to talk about them, really think about them, and celebrate them, and raise some money which we're going to send to them.
Do you think Haiti will ever be the same?
Build back to the.
It'll never be the same as it was, but our hope is that it'll be better. It's an opportunity for them to rebuild, and anytime you have the opportunity to rebuild, you always try and make things better. So, my condolences to everybody who lost someone or was touched by this situation, and we really hope that the rebuilding will go as planned.
How do you feel about what's happening in Haiti at this moment?
I feel very, very saddened by it. These are people just like us trying to do what they can in their everyday lives, and now they don't even have the basic necessities. Like, look, you guys get to come here and have soup. They're actually fighting people to try and get some rice, just dry rice and water and privacy when you use the bathroom. Yeah, it's sad.